To find out if an old man who drags one foot when he walks can get from his bedroom to his front door in 15 seconds.
How does he know how long 15 seconds is? You can't judge a thing like that.
Oh my God! Just shut up.
He's so good.
Just sit down.
Maybe he hasn't, maybe he's backed up.
Hi guys, welcome back to Run to the Movies. I'm Toy.
I'm Alyssa Marie.
And today we're here to see 12 Angry Men. I'm excited to see 12 Angry Men. Sounds fun.
Oh God.
Yes, it's been recommended by a lot of our Patreons, so thank you Patreons. This stars Henry Fonda and Lee Cobb in it. Lee Cobb, who we've seen on The Exorcist.
Can't really remember him much from The Exorcist because it was too scary.
Yeah.
And
Henry Fonda, I haven't seen many of his, so guys, if you have any recommendations, leave them down in the comments. Any movies with him in it, some of your favorites, maybe they're funny.
Also, if you haven't already, please hit the like and subscribe button.
Yes, while I hug mine.
And also check out our reactor page where you can request custom reactions to almost any movie from any of us. And also don't forget to check out our podcast.
Right now, yes. I want to meet these 12 angry men.
She wants to meet them. I don't know about you guys. I don't think I'm ready to meet 12 angry men, but let's do it.
Too late. Let's go.
Oh, you know it's going to be good when it's got the lion.
Yes. That's how I remember all the movies.
Yes!
Start.
It's black and white. It's also going to be good.
Old school comedy. Come on. Second.
You were reading that too?
Yeah.
228, 232. All the twos, man.
I hope it's not 12 angry men in jail.
Listen to the testimony. One man is dead. Another man's life is at stake. If there's a reasonable doubt in your minds as to the guilt of the accused, then you must bring me a verdict of not guilty.
Yo, jury duty is so boring.
Mm-hmm.
The bench will not entertain a recommendation for mercy. The death sentence is mandatory in this case. You're faced with a grave responsibility.
You think it's the jury that's 12 angry men?
Maybe. Are they 12 of them up there? One, two. Maybe. I think there was 12 of them up there. Aww. He's so little.
Called it.
Well, dang. Why are they angry? I mean, they have jury duty, so that's a start. Like,
Yeah. I don't think anybody's happy for jury duty. I was almost chosen to be part of a jury for an essay case, and they were like these teenagers. It was messy. I didn't get to be in it, so I don't know what happened. But the drama is real.
I've never been in one either. I did have one time I was called over there, but I moved from the address and didn't know. So I didn't find out till like a long while later.
Oh,
like, hey, you had this, come here. And I was like, what?
Did you like get
I just visited. No.
Oh. It kind of looks like the guy from Roger Rabbit.
Oh, I love him.
I called the weather drill this morning. This is going to be the hottest day of the year. Well, you'd think that at least air condition these places. What's your names?
That sucks.
Oh, man. So they're stuck in a hot room on jury duty. Yeah, the anger's real.
Ugh. And like the smoking inside when it's hot like that. Oh, God. That would make me sick.
I never knew they locked the door. Sure they locked the door. What you think?
That's weird.
They're locked in there?
Oh, my God.
I mean, I've never been on a jury before.
I sat on many juries. What gets me is where those lawyers talk and talk.
Well, I guess they're entitled.
He's probably excited.
Yeah.
If you ask me, I'd slap those tough down before they start me trouble. Saves a lot of time and money.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I figured we'd start out with a 5-minute break. There's one gentleman in the bathroom. Gee, I don't know. I guess so.
I love he's sitting on the table.
Okay, man, let's take our seats, huh?
All right.
They're like, all right, well, let's just get started. That guy's like bombing the bathroom.
Where do we sit here?
Well, I thought we'd sit in order, by jury numbers. That's okay with you, gentlemen.
What's the difference? I think it's reasonable to sit in order.
I mean, it doesn't make a difference. Just
It really
sit down.
doesn't.
1, 2, 3, 4,
it's bothering me that some of them are wearing their jackets still.
I know. I feel hot for them.
I do too.
Say, we'd like to get started. Gentlemen at the window, we'd like to get started.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean, you're all in a room.
Is everyone here?
The old man is inside.
Oh, would you knock on the door for him?
Yeah.
I thought the guy came out the bathroom.
I think it's customary to take a preliminary vote.
Let's vote. Who knows? Maybe we can all get out of here, huh?
Okay, anyone doesn't want to vote?
Fine with me.
Just remember that this has to be 12-0 either way. That's the law.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, unanimous.
All those voting guilty, please raise your hands.
Oh, snap.
Uh-huh.
5, 6, 7, 8.
It's going to be the guy by the window.
8, 9, 10, 11.
Well, they all put it up.
All those voting not guilty? 1. Right. 11 guilty, 1 not guilty.
Dang.
Boy, oh boy, there's always one.
So, shut up.
You talk about it.
You really think he's innocent?
At least hear him out.
Do you believe his story? I don't know whether I believe it or not. Maybe I don't.
So how come you vote not guilty?
It's not easy to raise my hand and send a boy off to die with.
That's good. That's nice. I like him.
At least he's got empathy, this guy.
This kid's been kicked around all of his life. You know, born in a slum, mother since he was 9. He lived for a year and a half in an orphanage when his father was serving a jail term for forgery.
Listen, I've lived among them all my life. Can't believe a word they say. You know that.
Only an ignorant man can believe that.
Oh.
I think certain things should be pointed out to this man.
Come on, this isn't Sunday. We don't need a sermon.
Rice Pops. It's a product I work on at the agency.
Oh my God.
You know, there's always that one.
They're just really trying to just pass this time.
Yeah, we have all this work to do. There's no point staying here forever. Now,
I mean,
gentlemen down there.
what do? Do you just go back in the room and talk about it some more?
I wonder what the longest hold was. Drop it in the comments. What was the longest? How long it took for a jury to make a decision?
Suppose we go once around the table. I guess you're first.
Okay.
I just think he's guilty. I mean, nobody proved otherwise. What I meant was I mean, somebody saw him do it.
Okay, and I have no personal feelings about this. I just want to talk about facts.
Somebody saw him do it?
Yeah, who?
The old man lived downstairs under the room where the killing took place. At 10 minutes after 12 on the night of the killing, he heard loud noise. Said it sounded like a fight. And he heard the yell out, "I'm going to kill you."
Oh my God.
Called the police. They came in, found the old man with a knife in his chest. I know he's only 18, but he's still got to pay for what he did.
I'm with you.
But that doesn't mean the person saw it. They were just there and came
they
and
just heard.
saw him like
Context
that.
clues.
He claimed he was at the movies during the time of the killing, and yet 1 hour later, he couldn't remember the names of the films he saw or who played in them. And no one saw him going in or out of the theater.
Listen, what about the woman across the street? That's right. She was the one who actually saw the killing.
I mean, but did she see it? Like,
She looks out the window, and right across the street, she sees the stick the knife into his father.
really?
Did she?
What if the dad had the knife? What if it was an accident?
His window was right opposite hers across the L tracks, and she swore she saw him do it.
She swore she saw him do it.
She swore.
You don't believe the boy's story. How come you believe the woman's? She's one of them, too, isn't she?
You're a pretty smart fella, aren't you?
I wasn't going to say anything.
Whose turn is it next?
Now, can I pass it?
Oh, why?
Didn't they say something about a fight and an argument between the old man and his son around about 7 o'clock that night? I mean, I could be wrong, but
An argument that lasts for 4 hours?
Jeez.
Come on, man.
I can't see 2 slaps in the face provoking him into committing murder.
May have been too many. Everyone has a breaking point.
True.
Anything else?
I don't know. It could be self-defense now. I don't know.
I don't know. It's all been said. When he was 10, he was in children's court. He threw a rock at a teacher. When he was 15, he was at reform school. He stole a car. He was picked up twice for knife fighting. Oh, this is a very fine boy.
He was 5 years old. His father regularly used his fists.
Well, so would I.
Oh, my God.
You got any kids?
3.
I got one. 22 years old. When he was 9 years old, he ran away from a fight. I saw it. I was so embarrassed.
No.
I said, "I'm going to make a man out of you." Well, I made a man out of him. When he was 16, we had a fight. Hit me in the jaw. He's a big kid. Haven't seen him for 2
The
years.
grasshopper surpasses the teacher.
Whoa, I didn't see that coming. I thought they'd be amazing and great, like in The Accountant.
Yeah. You know, that's what toxic masculinity parenting gets you.
Make him a man.
Be a man, we must be great as a forcing river.
The kids who crawl out of these places are real trash.
I've lived in a slum all my life.
Wait a minute.
Please, I've played in backyards that were filled with garbage. I mean, maybe you can still smell it on me.
Jeez.
Come on now, there's nothing personal.
No, there was something personal.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah.
Look, your turn down there. Let's go.
I didn't expect a turn. I thought you were all going to try to convince me.
What difference does it make? He's the one who's keeping us in here. Let's hear what he's got to say.
He decided to, do this a certain way.
Oh, stop being a kid, will you?
Yeah.
Listen, you think it's funny or something?
Oh, boy.
Dudes, man.
You're doing a beautiful job. Yeah, you're doing great.
Enhance your calm, everyone.
There's too much testosterone in the room.
According to testimony, the boy looks guilty. Maybe he is. I began to get the feeling that the defense counsel wasn't conducting a thorough enough cross-examination.
Listen, when these fellows don't ask questions, it's because they know the answers already.
It's also possible for a lawyer to be just plain stupid.
You sound like you met my brother-in-law.
Yeah.
I'd have asked for another lawyer, I think. There was one alleged eyewitness to this killing, but actually those two witnesses were the entire case for the prosecution. Supposing they're wrong.
What's the point of having witnesses at all?
Could they be wrong?
Bro looks like Clark Kent.
The guy
Those
standing.
glasses.
What about the switch knife they found in the old man's chest?
There's some people who haven't talked yet. Shouldn't we go in order?
They'll get a chance to talk to us. Be quiet a second, will you? The knife this fine, upright boy admitted buying the night of the killing.
Let's get it in here and look at it. I'd like to see it again, Mr. Foreman.
Say, could you bring us the knife?
Yeah.
Really? They can do that?
I guess so. I don't know. I've never been to one of these. Did you guys know that on our Patreon, Boo and I are currently watching Star Trek? A bunch of reactions are already up, and more get uploaded every week. Why don't you come join us? No spoilers.
The boy admitted going out of the house at 8 o'clock after being slapped several times by his father.
No, he didn't say slapped. He said punched. There's a difference between a slap and a punch.
There is.
He went directly to a neighborhood junk shop where he bought one of those
switch knives.
Switchblade knives. This wasn't what you'd call an ordinary knife. It had a very unusual carved handle and blade. Said it was the only one of its kind he had ever had in stock.
I had a cool one. Well, I bought a butterfly one. It was more like a fidget thing. It was fun to play with.
He arrived home at about 10 o'clock. He claims that he went to a movie at about 11:30, returning home at 3:10 to find his father dead and himself arrested. Now, what happened to the switch knife? He claims that it fell through a hole in his pocket sometime between 11:30 and 3:10, and that he never saw it again. I think it's quite clear that the boy never went to the movies. No one in the house saw him go out at 11:30. No one at the theater identified him. He couldn't even remember the names of the pictures he saw. What actually happened is this.
You would think, well, I guess it doesn't matter. I thought it'd be in a box or something.
Yeah, or bag.
Now, are you trying to tell me that this knife really fell through a hole in the boy's pocket? Someone picked it up off the street, went stabbed his father with it just to test its sharpness?
It is a cool knife.
That's very cool.
The blade on my butterfly looked just like that, too.
I don't trust myself with any kind of switchblade. I'm too clumsy.
I am too.
Ba, ba, ba.
It's the same night.
You're saying it's you?
I walked through the boy's neighborhood. I bought that in a little pawn shop just 2 blocks from the boy's house.
It's against the law to buy or sell switchblade knives.
That's right, I broke the law.
But what does it mean?
Anybody could have done it.
It's possible.
But not very...
It's possible. It's possible.
You know, it's interesting.
What's interesting about it? Interesting.
I don't know. I just thought it was interesting.
It is interesting. They're making jury duty kind of fun.
Yeah.
So if you want to be stubborn and hang this jury, go ahead. The kid will be tried again and found guilty as sure as he's born.
Next time I get the note to go, I'm gonna put the effort in to want to be in.
I want to call for another vote. I want you 11 men to vote by secret written ballot. There are 11 votes for guilty. I won't stand alone. We'll take in a guilty verdict to the judge right now. But if anyone votes not guilty, you stay here and talk it out.
Come on. They're going to talk it out.
Well, that's it. If you want to try it, I'm ready.
I would have done the vote like that in the first place. I wouldn't have raised my hand. I would rather just write it on a piece of paper. I get nervous.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Well, let's hear it. They don't even fold it.
It's just, and don't show your hand. Like, That is folded.
Oh, it is folded.
Guilty?
It's gonna at least have one not guilty.
Guilty? Guilty.
It's gonna be the guy who found it interesting.
The timid guy.
Guilty.
Oh.
Boy, how do you like that?
My great grandma used to say that. Boy, how do you like that?
If the gentleman wants it to remain secret.
Secret? What do you mean secret? There are no secrets.
Who did it? They're all so pissed.
Brother, you really are something. If that isn't the most sickening. Why don't you drop a quarter in this collection box?
Why are you finding one? What?
Listen, you can't talk to me like that.
Right? Wait a minute.
He didn't change his vote. I did.
Ah!
Would you like me to tell you why?
No, I wouldn't like you to tell me why.
Why not?
The boy on trial is probably guilty, but I want to hear more. Right now, the vote is 10 to 2. I'm talking here. You have no right to leave this
Can't
room.
hear you. You never will. Let's sit down.
That's true. It's like talking to a wall with some people.
It's okay if we only have one wall. One wall's fine.
I think we ought to wait for him.
Bill, what do you think? Do you think he did it?
I do not care. Her accent. You're
It's so funny.
Okay, here's an idea. Let's run it up the flagpole and see if anyone salutes it. It's idiotic, but it's funny.
Oh my God. Pretty soon it's going to be 5-5.
I know, it's just gonna keep going up.
Hey, you a salesman?
I'm an architect.
You know what the soft sell is? I got a different technique. Laughs, drinks, jokes, tricks.
That's cool.
Hit them where they live. That's my motto.
That's terrible.
This kid is guilty, pal. So why don't we stop wasting our time here?
What difference does it make if you get it here or at the ball game?
No difference, pal.
It's a weird towel.
Yeah, I think it was one piece and you just pull it.
Yeah.
You think he's not guilty, huh?
I don't know. It's possible.
He needs to make a decision.
Supposing you were the one that was on trial.
Well, I'm not used to supposing. I'm just a working man. My boss does the supposing, but... Supposing you talk us all out of this and kid really did knife his father, huh?
I like that they're considering basically every opinion.
They're kind of forced to, though. In a way.
Yeah.
But I do like that. Sometimes the only way to get people to listen to you is by force. I'm gonna lock you in a room.
Old man who lived downstairs says he heard the kid yell out, "I'm going to kill you." Second later, he heard the body hit the floor.
What if he was talking about the intruder who bought the same knife?
Yeah, like who's to say it was the kid's voice?
Didn't hear it through the ceiling. The window was open. So was the one upstairs. It was a hot night.
There's another apartment. It's not that easy to identify a voice.
I just said it.
Right, and don't forget the lady across the street. She
Okay, so they identified it was his voice. But he could have been talking to somebody else.
Or maybe it was just a threat. Doesn't mean he was going to do it.
What was the boy's story, though? What was his defense?
That he was at the movies
That was it?
from 11:30 to 3.
How long it takes an elevated train going at medium speed to pass a given point?
I don't know, maybe 10, 12 seconds?
I lived in a second-floor apartment near the airline once.
Okay.
Train goes by, the noise is almost unbearable. You can hardly hear yourself think.
I have a train in my yard.
Really?
Yeah, like right behind my fence, so it's loud.
The old man in the apartment downstairs. He says he heard the boy say, "I'm going to kill you," and a split second later heard a body hit the floor. The woman across the street swore positively she looked out of the window and saw the killing through the last two cars of a passing elevated train.
Oh.
Since the woman saw the killing through the last two cars, we can assume that the body hit the floor just as the train went by. The old man, according to his own testimony, "I'm going to kill you," body hitting the floor a split second later, would have had to hear the boy make this statement with the yell roaring past his nose. It's not possible.
Ah.
You're talking about a matter of seconds. Nobody can be that accurate.
Also, I mean, the old man is probably a white guy.
Well, why should he lie? What's he got to gain?
Attention, maybe. It was just that I looked at him for a very long time. Same if his jacket was split. Oh, did you notice that? I mean, to come to court like that. He walked very slowly to the stand because he was ashamed. I think I know this man better than anyone here.
Aw.
Insignificant old man who has been nothing all his life. Who has never had recognition. Perhaps he made himself believe he heard those words and recognized the boy's face.
He believes his own story.
Heard, how can you make up a thing like that? What do you know about it?
I think he knows a lot of. He just said he
He's
knows
older
this
than all of you.
Like,
I think we proved that the old man couldn't have heard the boy say, "I'm going to kill you." This phrase, how many times have all of us used it? Probably thousands.
yeah.
Junior, you do that once more and I'm going to kill you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't tell me you didn't mean it. Anybody says a thing like that the way he said it, they mean it. You really think the boy'd shout out a thing like that so the whole neighborhood could hear him? I don't think so. He's much too bright for that.
Right.
Right.
Common ignorant slob. He don't even speak good English.
He doesn't even speak good English.
I'd like to change my vote to not guilty.
You what?
What?
That's right.
What are you basing it on? Stories this guy made up?
No.
Right from the beginning. His own lawyer knew it. You could see it. Boy, oh boy, I'm telling you, this guy here is really something. Look, the kid had a lawyer, didn't he?
Look, lawyers aren't infallible, you know.
Baltimore, please, huh?
It's the kind of case that brings him nothing. No money, no glory, not even much chance of winning.
Right.
Well, who the heck could? That maybe some guy's mother is somebody. Oh, look, will you look at the time? Huh?
I have made some notes here and...
So glad somebody made notes. I was thinking about that. If it were me, I would have been taking notes every day that I was in court.
Yeah.
If he really had killed his father, why would he come back?
Yeah, why would he come back home?
The boy knew the knife could be identified as the one he had just bought. He had to get it before the police did.
Why did he leave it there in the first place?
I mean, the guy still had that knife. Anybody could have it. He bought it right down the street from the house. I think we could rule that out, that he didn't care that it was that knife. There's lots of them.
There were no fingerprints left on the knife. Well, if I were the boy and I'd done the stabbing and everything, I'd take a chance and go back with the knife.
After you wiped off the fingerprints?
I think there's enough doubt that we can wonder whether he was there at all during the time the killing took place.
What do you mean, Del? What are you talking about? He's twisting the facts, I'm telling you.
Or was it him?
You're forgetting the important stuff. I mean, all of a sudden, everybody here. I'm talking here.
Another vote called for. Now let's take our seats.
I'm glad they're not drinking.
Yeah, right.
The kid is guilty. Why don't you listen to the facts?
He looks like another actor, and I can't put my finger on it.
Now, what about this, Mr. Reasonable Doubt?
That's not the knife.
Yeah, I don't even have the tag on it.
But I'd like to find out if an old man who drags one foot when he walks can get from his bedroom to his front door in 15 seconds. How does he know how long 15 seconds is? You can't judge a thing like that.
Oh my God! Just shut up.
He's so good.
Just sit down.
Maybe he hasn't, maybe he's backed up.
He's saying he's frustrated.
He's like, I figured it out.
He's triggered by the word 15 seconds.
His face is given cross Rodney Dangerfield and George Clooney. That's what it is.
Walk 43 feet down and open the front door, all in 15
Don't
seconds.
forget his left leg.
Buddy, pass me that chair, will you?
Come on, speed it up. He walked twice as fast as that.
No, he can't.
No.
What's the time?
41 seconds.
What's the matter with you guys? You all know he's guilty. He's got to burn. You're letting him...
He's getting on my nerves. Push him out the window. I'm just kidding.
I feel sorry for you. What it must feel like to want to pull the switch.
Yeah, right.
You're a sadist.
There it is.
You don't really mean you'll kill me, do you?
There's a knife in the room. They look alike.
Stop! Don't go to the table.
It's just,
Could hear a pin drop with that silence.
Maybe we should take another vote.
Why?
Go down the 5.
Let's see who stands where.
Not guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty. Not guilty. Not guilty.
Guilty.
Not guilty.
Guilty. Not guilty. Guilty.
Oh, man.
Right, not 5-5. I meant 6-6.
6, yeah.
Vote is now 6-6.
And we go into extra innings.
Man, come on.
Some of you people in here must be out of your mind.
But that's
boy
what
like
you're
that
here for.
will kill your brother. Get that boy.
Facts. You can twist them any way you like.
That's exactly the point this gentleman has been making.
There's always two sides to a story. Just sit down.
You want a drink of water?
Yes.
Oh, thanks.
Yes.
Don't die. I'm sick of seeing old great men die in movies. Can we go back to horror films?
No. They die too.
He sounds like Piglet from Winnie the Pooh.
He does. Oh, did you dear?
Yeah. It's the same, like, personality, too. It's really funny.
All right. Come on. That should help with the heat, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's dark. It's getting darker. It's raining.
Put your heads out the window. Did they at least get to eat? It must have been hours.
Okay. That was a fun story. Oh, my God. I'm going to turn that on the whole time. The whole time?
Well, things are looking up here, huh?
Things are looking up here, huh?
If it breaks.
Business before when that tall guy, what's his name, was trying to bait me. And that doesn't prove anything. I'm going to be anyone in his right mind to blow a stack.
God.
Oh, my God.
Well, who's got something constructive to say?
I'd like to go over something if you gentlemen don't mind.
All right. Let's go.
You think you could remember details under those circumstances?
I do. Under great emotional stress.
He remembered them correctly in court. He named the pictures and the stars who played
But under
them.
great emotional stress, he thought to panic to go home and get the knife back.
Yeah.
That made sense. I think it would make more sense that he would forget the movie. You come home and you find your dad.
Yeah.
Policeman who interrogated the boy right after the murder, when he couldn't remember a thing about the movies, great emotional stress or not.
That's like normal, though.
Where were you last night?
I was home.
How about the night before that? Monday night?
Monday night?
I can't recall.
Monday night, my wife and I went to the movie.
What did you see?
The Scarlet Circle.
What was the second feature?
I'll tell you in a minute. The,
I got to see 2 pictures.
Mrs. Bainbridge.
It's called The Amazing Mrs. Bainbridge.
Yes, The Amazing Mrs. Bainbridge. I think that's right.
You weren't under an emotional stress, were you?
No.
This guy says he's an architect. He should have been a lawyer.
I think that's good about being an architect. You pay attention to detail.
Say, could I see that knife a second, please?
Eglet's gonna lose his mind. He's gonna go on a...
Now, the boy was 5 feet 7 inches tall. His father was 6'2". It's a very awkward thing to stab down into the chest of someone who's more than half a foot taller than you are.
I mean, I'm pretty small, so if I wanted to reach, I would go like this.
Yeah, that's...
I don't know.
Is he taller than him, though?
I want you to watch this because I don't want to have to do it again. I'll make myself about 6 or 7 inches shorter, okay?
It goes down, doesn't it?
Now, this is the way I'd stab a man who was taller than I was. Look at the angle.
Yeah, it's down.
Hold on a minute, will you? Anybody here ever see a knife fight? Oh, I have.
Oh.
Switchblades came with the neighborhood where I lived.
How do you use a switchblade?
Well, he never used it like this. See, you lose too much time switching hands.
Ah.
Here's how, underhanded.
Real. Okay. You can't just...
Know the experience he'd had all his life handling these things. I feel he'd have gone for him underhanded.
Like right in the gut.
Yeah, like he wouldn't see it coming. It'd be like a...
Well, what if it was premeditated long enough that you just hold it like this?
Not amazing. Nothing you ought to handle a knife.
What do you think?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Oh, shut up. God.
He's so
Whiny
dramatic.
babies. Just...
I don't know about the rest of them, but I'm getting a little tired of this yakety-yakking back and...
That's yakety-yakking.
So I'll have to break it up. I changed my vote to not guilty.
Really?
What?
What kind of a man are you? You have sat here and voted guilty with everyone else because there are some baseball tickets burning a hole in your pocket.
Yeah, he's just trying to get out of there.
Yeah.
Want another vote?
Oh, my God.
Call for it.
Oh, man.
Okay, all those voting not guilty, raise your hand.
1, 2, 3, 8,
Is that dramatic? Oh, no. Clark Kent.
9.
All those voting guilty, raise your hand. 1, 2, 3. I don't understand you people.
Dude, if it was you, you would want somebody to think more into it.
And let me tell you, they don't need any real big reason to kill someone either. They get drunk. Oh, they're real big drinkers, all of them. They can do anything.
He sounds exactly very familiar. I know all about them.
Listen.
I have. Now sit down and don't open your mouth again.
Sorry, I'm kind of enjoying this moment.
Yeah, I mean, it's like... You would think this was back in the 50s, and you would think that it would be ingrained by now.
But I still believe the boy is guilty of murder, and I have 2 reasons. One, the evidence given by the woman across the street who actually saw the murder committed.
But didn't we talk about the train?
And 2, the fact that she described the stabbing by saying she saw the boy raise his arm over his head and stab down.
Yeah, it was that knife still.
Finally, she turned toward the window at about 10 minutes after 12, and as she looked out, she saw the killing through the windows of a passing L train.
I'm sorry, I think the train was in the way.
Mm-hmm. I think she's never seen a movie where you see somebody and then the train goes by and they had enough time to run away.
Yeah.
How did you see that? You don't.
It's not so easy to arrange all the evidence in order.
You can throw out all the other evidence. The woman saw him do it. What else do you want?
But how can you be sure with a train passing through the windows? There's people on the train in the windows.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we can talk about setting some kind of time limit.
Yeah, once around for the dealer, huh?
Someone before mentioned 7 o'clock.
Come on, will you?
At this point, I happen to be talking to the gentleman sitting next to you.
Yeah. Mind your business.
Your eyeglasses made those 2 deep impressions on the sides of your nose. I hadn't noticed that before.
What's the point?
The woman who testified
Yeah. Just going to talk about.
Was she wearing glasses?
on the sides of her nose.
Mm-hmm.
She had those same marks. She kept rubbing them in court.
So she probably wears glasses, and when she got out of bed to check the window, she wasn't wearing her glasses.
About 45 years old. She's making a tremendous effort to look 35. Heavy makeup, dyed hair.
Oh, people who just want to be heard.
Yep.
How do you know whether she wore glasses? Just because she was rubbing her nose?
He just said she...
Listen, I'm getting so sick of your yelling at here.
Come on, forget it.
Punch him.
She's ready.
So she had these things in the side of her nose. What do you call it?
Could those marks be made by anything other than eyeglasses?
This old man cracks me up.
Because you're not paying attention. You just want to go home.
Well, what about the lawyer? Why didn't he say something? Well, what about the district attorney? You think he'd pull a trick like that? Have her testify without her glasses?
Did you ever see a woman who had to wear glasses and didn't want to because she thinks they spoil her looks?
Uh-huh.
Guilty.
Do you wear glasses when you go to bed?
No, I don't. No one wears eyeglasses to bed.
Yeah, look at this. This is fun.
Yeah, this is good.
I say she only saw a blur.
How do you know what she saw? How does he know all that?
How does she know what she saw?
I only know the woman's eyesight is in question now.
She had to be able to identify a person 60 feet away.
With a passing train.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think the woman might have made a mistake?
No, it's not possible.
Jeez.
It's possible. Oh, plain little witness to make a mistake.
It's possible.
I'm convinced. Not guilty.
All right.
I have a reasonable doubt now.
What are you, yella?
It's all right. You only need one wall. You can stay there.
Well, what do you want? I say he's guilty.
I want to hear your argument.
Every single thing that took place.
Why is this making me want to go to jury duty? This is terrible.
If I would have seen this as a kid, I would have wanted to do jury duty.
I kind of thought this was what it would have been like. But now I'm wondering if nowadays it's just how it was in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
All right, he's guilty. We heard it. All right, let's go home.
I bet you $5,000 I'd remember the
It's a
movie.
lot of money in that time.
Yeah.
And what about hearing the kid yell?
I'm telling you, I've got all the facts here.
Gonna talk about the relationship with his son.
You work your life out.
He only wants to see him go because he's trying to punish his son subconsciously.
Hmm.
Not guilty. Not guilty.
Oh my god, why does that make me want to squeeze my pillow right now? Somebody give him a hug. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe he didn't need the other thing. He just needed a hug.
Yeah. That kid is going to get so surprised.
I know, right?
He's going to be like, really?
Really?
Even with my crappy lawyer, you guys were able to just talk this out and figure this out.
I know, shocker.
Oh, are you getting his jacket for him? Come on! I'm sorry. I just want
you know what Boo is guilty of?
Oh, cuteness.
Cuteness and making biscuits.
I see her little paws stretched out like stars. After much deliberation, we, the jury. Oh, are they all walking out? No, we didn't get to hear him say it.
Yeah, like, do you think they stay friends?
What's your name? Davis.
My name's McCardle.
And he looks like the old man from Pixar.
Oh.
I wish we could find out who actually did it, though.
I know. That would have been cool.
Finn.
Did you just pronounce that as thin?
Finn.
Oh,
Like
Finn! I thought you went thin. Thin.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there you are.
I had a feeling. Klugman.
I liked him. You're Harry. Henry Fonda said Harry. Henry Fonda. Nice.
Yeah. Bravo.
Okay.
Told you.
So not exactly hilarious.
What a lion. It's good.
Yes. But I love that.
Yeah, it was really good. Oh, it's them in color.
I've been through way too much crap in my day, so I'm like, there's always two sides to the story.
Yep.
I like listening to both before I make any conclusion. I like hearing things out before I make a decision, and people who just jump guns like that, I'm just like, cool, go home.
Yeah, go home.
You're allowed to think that. I'm gonna go this way.
Right. Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. How cool.
It is very good. I'm actually, surprised.
Yeah. It only takes one person, though, to really make a difference.
Yeah. And you
change everyone's opinion. When I imagine jury duty, like my dad used to talk about it, like, oh, I gotta get jury duty. This is what you're supposed to do in there. My dad's been a few times.
Oh, man.
He hates it.
They like it.
But, I'm like, why does that sound fun, though? You get to sit down and talk about it and stuff like that. I definitely couldn't do it. Like, if I had to sit there in a situation like this of guilty and not guilty, I would be the first one to be like, I don't want to do this. Right. I don't want to have an opinion on somebody else. I'm like the terrified one.
I guess the whole critical thinking.
Yeah.
It's fun. Well, I'm an Aquarian, so I like thinking about all of the bigger picture, all of the things.
Yeah. I like thinking of a bigger picture too, regardless of what my personal things are.
Mm-hmm. I just talked about this on my podcast last night, how we put up these walls and everything, and we have these prejudgments about people. Mm-hmm. And it's like, why do you do that? Cut it out. We're all on a floating rock. And
I don't think they would do it so much in person now. Now it's just online. Yeah. And then they meet you to your face. I'm fun.
Yeah, we've had those.
Hello. Oh my goodness. Yeah. This is great. This was not what I was expecting.
Yeah, really great pick, Patreoners. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't think I would have called it 12 Angry Men though. I mean, I could see why I could see why, but it's like they all just, I don't know.
They went from angry to
It went from one belief to another, really.
Yeah, it was probably an attention grab title.
Yeah.
Like, who's gonna watch this? You gotta come up with that. Yeah, I want to know what else to call it. What would you call it? 12 confused men. Men.
Think before you act.
Right.
Thinking before acting. I don't know. That's funny. But yeah, I really like this. I wish we would have been able to find out too who killed him. Yeah. And it would have been cool to I don't know what happens afterwards, but if you go in there, do you just say we find them not guilty, and what happened after that?
Yeah,
I wanted to see him.
Out?
I know.
We all waited all that time in that room together. We could have at least
seen it. Seen the look on the kid's face, the last face.
Yes.
We got to see he looked scared and sad.
I know. The hope in his eyes was gone. I was like, no.
You don't get the hope in his eyes.
Right.
We don't get to see it relived and relight at the end.
No. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so great pick, guys. Really enjoyed this one.
But Henry Fonda, yeah, he seems really cool. I like him. So don't forget to leave more recommendations for him down in the comments. And thanks, guys. Thanks for watching with us. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button.
Smash it.
That like it.
Wow.
Beat it like it owes you money.
Yeah. Wow.
Aggressively click that like button.
Click it. Vote. Subscribe. Make your vote.
Thanks, guys.
See ya.
Bye.